Not too long ago, and not too far from this spot, without pews or congregants to fill them, without a budget or a place to call their own, without even a name, a synagogue auspiciously, if unimaginatively named, the Shul, was born. The young congregation's identity slowly took shape. It boasted a striking edifice on scenic grounds, officiated by straight-laced rabbis, enforcing strict, somber synagogue etiquette, quiet meditation, and simple food. Owing to its remarkable growth, the proud congregants emerged from the underground and expanded operations to the Bayside Community Center, escaping soon after to avoid the center's dramatic demise, leaving havoc in its wake. Forever in tune with contemporary fashions, the Shul settled among the trendy boutiques of Audubon Court, taking up residence in all but 3 of its prime storefront locations. Without prior notice or cause, congregants would arrive to find their Shul furnishings moved to new locations by covert operatives codenamed Bojanites, of whose existence many spoke, but no one could confirm. Not all the mall's visitors were enamored with the new enterprise. Patrons of local eateries began to complain of guilt-induced indigestion, as swaying rabbis and ever-friendly congregants beckoned them enticingly from their Saturday morning repast to complete the quorum of 10 men required for a proper Shul service. Never an easy task. At times, ringers were called in to fill out the roster. From the outset, the Shul defied definition. The subject of its true character has befuddled academicians and sociologists since the first bowl of cholent was served. What is this thing? Is it a catering service? Daycare facility? A drinking establishment? A tribal dance? A halfway house for teenage delinquents? Night school for late beginners? A kind of group hug? In truth, it is all of these, providing comfort, security, food, camaraderie, and mischief. Catering to the stout of heart who sought more from life. Those experiencing a midlife crisis. Or to the perfectly content. That is prior to their upheaval, set off by bearded strangers, with doors wide open to a world of meaning and love. Alas, dark clouds were gathering. The Shul would not be spared its inevitable loss of youthful innocence. Controversy, mutiny, and dissent were brewing. As a traditional synagogue, the Shul has always maintained that Jewish law has the final word. Men's and women's events were to be held separately, each featuring its own fine cuisine, attractions, and ambiance. Before long, these divisions brought unavoidable strife to the Shul family, as one gender protested its seemingly unequal treatment and second-class status. The Shul has appointed an independent, impartial panel to explore the allegations of gender inequality and chauvinism. The panel has thus far retained policies as they stand. Conflicts notwithstanding, the Shul's shrewd real estate division would continue to handle bartering, renting, leasing, pleading, loaning, acquiring local landmarks, positioning the Shul to be the area's primary real estate holder. How exactly these deals were financed remains a mystery to this very day. Some attribute it to the elder Schmotkin patriarch schooling his boys in the secret discipline of Schmotkinomics. Others yet believe that the group tapped into its vast Swiss-held capital holdings to finance these blockbuster deals. As the synagogue's fortunes grew, the lucrative world of professional sports beckoned. Management of the upstart Black Hats lured seasoned athletes in their professional primes, with huge multi-year contracts to the team. In no time at all, the team's rabid fans would lead the league in attendance, fan support, hat and jersey sales, memorabilia purchases, concession sales, and of course, tefillin laying. Sports statisticians would rank the Black Hats first in every meaningful stat, other than, of course, wins and losses. But the Shul leadership's finest hour was yet to come. Not since Ron Wolf snagged a scrappy gunslinger from Mississippi has a single personnel move so deeply influenced the fortunes of a franchise. As the moment in which a young couple from Brooklyn inked the deal on a lifetime contract, originally selected to direct the camp, they quickly launched several more programs, each a resounding success. Led by a team of devoted directors, and aided by his ever-present companion. By now, the secret was out. No longer could the Shul continue to hide itself behind a meek cloak of artless naivete, camouflaging itself as squatters in basements, deserted storefronts, and tents. For the plackless Shul represented a viable model for a classless society, a compass for a post-divisional world, in which capital, in the person of the Shul's supporters, mingle among labor as equals, in a brotherhood of man cutting across social strata, where raw talent, earthly dollars, blood, sweat, and tears mesh together to create a place unlike any other, bringing us all together, a place known auspiciously, unimaginatively, and proudly, simply as the Shul.